this is Deckard6, and welcome back to Grab Bag Games. I hit a snag in my off-screen planning, in the fact that we're running out of money. I wanted to spend another 500k recruiting another employee to give us greater flexibility in our game production, but with the time it would have taken to recruit him, train everyone up, we'd be out of money. We'd be going into debt, we'd just be screwed over. You can get out of debt, but with the limitations put on us by our challenge run, I don't think it's going to be very likely. So we have to hope we get a good deal here. Hospital strategy might work. Minimum score royalties are awful, but this might work for us. We're not big enough to put out large-scale, medium games on our own yet without penalty. Let's give this one a try. A medium, mature, hospital strategy game using our basic plus called Chop Shop. You're probably running like a Civil War or World War I hospital, having to get employees out, get patients out, get them back on the battlefield, saving lives, all that stuff. Fun and for all. I'm a bit nervous by not seeing any points con. I think hospital strategy should be a decent thing. Alright, so let's try some more stuff. You're our design guy, so you're over there. You're our tech guy, and yeah. Andre, Bill, and Bill looks pretty good. Getting plenty of research points, that's something. Too hot? This is another thing we would have had to pay for. We're already still risking going going into debt, but I don't think we'll actually cross the 200k balance line to screw us over completely. There we go. These numbers are looking awful. I guess hospital strategy is not a good combination. We might be screwed by this. Might be a reason why the requirements were so low. Yeah, let's do this one. Buddy's the stronger character, so he should be taking the bigger design topic. I'll have to see about hospital strategy. I think it'll be at least good, I hope. We don't need to score amazing on this game, just decent. Something to get us some money and keep us afloat. New records, at least. It's a medium game, that should go with by default, but you never know, not with those numbers. I don't think we're gonna have time to do any real research now, so I'm gonna send our team to do some kind of contract work while we look at the reviews for Chop Shop. 7's good enough. 6s and 7s are all I need for this. The minimum score was 4, so we're definitely over that. 6.5. Particularly at this point of the game, not great. But it's a publishing deal that's going to make us some money. At least put us back where we started at this point. And we got to keep the cash advance. And it's going to raise our fans. Look, it already doubled our fans, basically. Hospital strategy is an okay combination. Mature and hospital is okay. So that's 2 mismatches that are only okay. That's good to know. I don't think we're going to quite make this game contract, which is so disappointing. Probably because Buddy wasn't working on it. And points are in the air, but they're just not there. Oh well. Training round. Do a round of... We're actually lower on cash now. We're also not done getting money, but we're gonna assume we're not making a whole lot on this, and go with that assumption. Try to raise some of the people's important stats. Okay. This is... Okay, we're still making money on Chop Shop. I mean, it's at least covering costs while we're doing this. So we have options. At the very least, we can see what's available with, I believe zombie is our next topic. And there goes to G64. You served us very well this game. New topic, zombies, yep. Well, do some more research while I'm waiting. We'll start getting those level 3 graphics. And we can do a round of vacation, and then we can get to work on whatever zombie-related projects are available. As long as there's any zombie-related projects, any at all. Alright, we made 750,000. Not great. Alright, any topic, any genre, 12% royalties. This is what we're doing. We're doing a mature zombie shooter on the PC, the Basic Plus engine, called Bang Bang Brains. The BBB. And we're putting that out. Stands potential to make us a great deal of money. And simulation and strategy aren't that different. The main difference we're going to see is in the last screen, where I have to tweak world design and graphics. I'm going to send you on vacation. I'd hate sending people on vacation during it because it makes the whole process take longer, but oh well. Yep, this looks good to me. We're still running out of money, which is really the problem here. The royalty return on that last one was so poor. This time we'll switch Buddy and Brenda. Because Brenda, quite frankly, you're not that great. If I wasn't running out of money, I wouldn't have taken you. But finances have forced us into the situation, and we're going to make the best of it. Yep, bank account's in the red. We might start making money by the end of the month. I'm nervous. We're really close here. Let's do a contract. Hopefully something that can, give us a little bit of money just to keep going, so that we don't have to take a loan on this one. That's all we don't want to have to do, is take a loan until our game starts producing money. Okay, Bang Bang Brains is scoring quite well. I recall we had to score at least a 7 for the publisher on this one, and we are definitely doing that. Okay, not as high as I was initially led to believe by those numbers. And that should at least be enough that we're not going to go into... There we go. Meets our required ratings. And we're making tons of money and can afford to take a little breather now. We can do a round of Make Me Think for everyone to start... No, I don't want you to generate game report. Do a round of Make Me Think to start getting our research points up. Now that the initial money troubles are over. I'm not sure if we're right away going to be able to hire a 4th employee. We're still a little tight to do that, but our initial money fears are over. We can start doing training, we can start developing engines again. We're out of that panic crisis point. I will confess, I ended up doing a replay over this bit, because first time I did it, I got 4 employees, and it just... I couldn't manage the budget. We'd go into debt every time. We got fan games? Let them be. Fan games are just basically free advertising as far as I'm concerned. With any luck, we'll be, well, so 1.4 million units have $1.4 million. I think that's a good sign. And that's plenty of fans. I think we need 50,000 fans for medium games. We're not quite there yet. So we're still somewhat at the whim of publishers. Which reminds me, we need to, as soon as someone finishes up with their training, we need to start researching our new topics. What's our topic this time? Virtual pet. Or do we want to do an engine first? I think we might do an engine first. We have the money, we have the research points, we have the time. We just got graphics 3, so I think better user experience and level design will go quite nicely with it. And if Buddy spits out a few more research points, there we go, thank you. We'll also pick up marketing, so we have that. We'll get the 10 research points we need for the topic as soon as we do the engine itself. Bang Bang Brains, yep, quite good. Yep, they're still new to the team, so they're still going to do better. I'm not sure, once again, if that actually has a penalty or whether it's simply implication about their bars initially being at 0. Create custom engine. This is going to be our medium engine for most of our medium games, or at least our starting medium games. And get to work on that. You dang well better produce at least the remaining tech points. I gave you a round to make me think for a reason. Now, let's research virtual pet. Oh, we don't actually have enough research points to do anything else, so you guys can do a real quick contract while we're waiting on this. We're down to just under $1 million, but we've also got a lot more developed than we had last time we were at this cash level. Let's look at our publishing deals. Vampire Casual, Spy Simulation, Zombie RPG, Hospital Strategy. None of those work at all, so we're going to have to self-publish this. New topic, Virtual Pet, genre, Casual, on the game link, still number 1. Young, using our new medium engine. And we'll call it a Poke-U. Sort of a little virtual pet you just gotta poke it. Sort of like the Tamagotchis, only turned up to 11. Let's see, what do we need for casual? That is mostly gameplay. So Billy, you're basically just gonna eat this one, because you do have the highest design by a lot. I'm sort of worn out by that initial money panic there. I try to avoid that, and that partly because we got here so early. Ooh, let's hype. I'm pretty confident about this one. Partly because we got here so early, I usually get here after the game links come out. I think we just didn't have as much money by about $1 million as I like to at this point in the game. Yep, everything looks good there. And that really risks screwing me over. Also, since we're not specializing our topics at all, I really want to have 4 people just in case. For situations like this, where I kind of want to be able to put Buddy there, but I can't. I think this will work. And we'll do a little bit of just light marketing to boost our hype just a little bit more. So if this game does at all well, it should be a great seller and really put us on the map. I'm gonna hold off on your vacation so I can try to sync you all up, because she's a couple months behind. Out you go. That's looking pretty good. I mean, I was supposed to be design heavy on that, and that's what we were. You can do a game report, and you can start doing our new topic, which is airplanes. Action or simulation, I think, will work with airplanes. Come on. Outstanding achievement. We hype this. This should put us in the financial range we want to be. Back over $1 million after we spend all our development. Alright. Yep, that's good. $1 million almost in the first week. That's partly because of the hype. We wouldn't be able to do that well if it wasn't for the hype. Not without a publisher. And now we know a little bit more about Virtual Pet. I used to think it would be more along the lines of Pokemon, and being great with RPGs, but I guess it's more along the lines of Tamagotchi or dogs. what can we have you do? Suppose we can have you do some quick research for us while everyone else is on vacation. And then we can get on to training. Another round of Make Me Think is definitely on the board for today. So we need research points. No, not research. I'm thinking about what we're going to spend those research points on, rather than just getting them. That's why I'm holding why I did that. Well, I've done a lot of recording, I need to wet my whistle. Much better. Yeah, narrating over the failed episode took a little bit out of me. But I'm feeling a lot better now, where, oh wow, yeah, we've got that money. If we were doing another round of research, or possibly an activity with engine, I'm probably going to fill that position. Since it doesn't matter if you're a little low during the engine, it's just going to take a little longer. Then we can do a round of specialized training. Coding complete for Buddy. Coding complete for you. You're sort of balanced right now, so we'll just use some game dev gems and some game design for pirates for you. Yeah, so I think next engine I'll recruit that fourth person. We just didn't have the money to do it when we made that last engine. Excuse me, drinking all that water. And we're getting down to the Super TES, which is really a good system to make anything on, really. Hopefully we'll get a good contract for airplanes on the, like, action airplanes on the Super TES. Superhero casual, hacking casual, surgery strategy, any topic casual. Is airplanes good at all with casual? I don't know. If we hadn't just done Virtual Pet, now would have been a great time to do it. Is it worth trying? I had to do some experimenting in my other system. It's minimum score 6. I think we can manage a minimum score 6, even with a mediocre match. And with 10% royalties, I think it's worth it. Airplane, casual, and we'll put it out. Oh, the Super TS isn't out yet, so I guess it's going out on the game lane. Using our medium engine. Put it for everyone, I think. And it's going to be, let's see, casual airplane game. Flight over the Atlantic. You're supposed to do the first flight over the Atlantic. That's your ultimate goal. Ooh, those initial numbers are very positive. They are implying good things. I think at the very least we're going to meet the required goal, and with 10% is sort of like the bare bones minimum you want out of your royalties. I much prefer getting 14, but when you're having to do this challenge, you really can't pick and choose. Not that there were any real good topics in that last one. I think there was some weird ones like zombie strategy or something like that. Though Stubbs the Zombie did do a zombie strategy game, and it was reasonably successful. I suppose sometimes you should just make a good game despite the matches not typically working out. There's even a market trend for that, but later in the game you just can't plan around market trends, so it sort of falls off in usefulness. Oh, what do you got for me? No, I have no interest in raising my bad boy in this run. New records all around. That's definitely a good sign. Alright, so I think we're going to prepare for that new engine now. We'll grab character progression and simple cutscenes. And simple cutscenes. And he'll research our new topic, which is going to be aliens. Flight over the Atlantic reviews has to get at least a 6. Overall, there's an 8. And a 10. That's definitely more than a 6. We're past that already. And a 10. And And an 8, a 9. Pretty good. And you're gonna get flight over the Atlantic. Now, let's fill this position. Quite frankly, I'm tempted to fire Brenda if we're doing financially secure. And have somebody else replace her, because her stats were just really, really poor. Let's see what we have available. You know, none of these guys are super awesome either. This is all really disappointing. You're probably the best, considering we need someone else that's tech-heavy. We'll do the staff welcoming training for you. And then we can get to work on the engine. With simple cutscenes, character progression, and better dialogues. This will be the Medium Plus. Hey, Flight of the Atlantic is generally getting praised all around, which is good. I'm not overly happy with our employees this time. I'm making verbal diarrhea. I'm making what we have work because I have no other choice. And because the game scores based on your previous scores, having poor employees actually isn't that big of a downer right away. It's going to hurt when we want to start opening our labs, but we're going to be able to hire another specialist in each of the categories right before we can open those. So with any luck, we will be able to get people that have some ridiculously high, like 700 or 600, in the related field. Let's see, I want to do training now. We are going to do a round of Make Me Think and a round of Don't Repeat Yourself, I think. Thinking and repeating themselves are things I could also benefit from. Wish it was so easy for me to just click one of these training buttons. Though if you actually look at it, they're spending, what, 2 weeks, a month? Somewhere in that range doing this training? Man, the research on her is so bad. But her tech is pretty good. Heck, her tech is even better than our tech specialist. Her speed and research are so low. That's really what's holding her down. It's her secondary stats rather than her primaries. Which is part of the reason I'm going around doing a round of secondary training. Oh, do we have the research points to get our new topic? Did I do... yes, I grabbed the aliens while I was doing all the other researching. Good, so I can't afford to spend all our points. I can plan, occasionally. Or perhaps just have things work out for me every once in a while. Alright, and you guys are all synced up for vacation right now. Or at least synced-ish. And do we have any alien topics? No, there's nothing. Nothing that looks good. So we are going to do an aliens action game on the PC, since it's not that much far behind the TES, and I want to make this mature. Using our new Medium Plus. Calling it Invasion! With 3 exclamation points. Sequels could have possibly more exclamation points. Still only 3D graphics version 1. Did we not research? Oh, I think we were supposed to research 3D graphics version 2 in that last one and just didn't. We'll see. Can we up the story at all to get those in there? Yeah, I think that's an acceptable amount of upping. Wait, no, this is an action game, so specifically we want engine in this one. We don't want story and quests much at all. And we want pretty good gameplay. We'll gameplay all the way up to get all those in. We'll take out one of those, that'll be all the way down. And we're going to have Bill on both of those, yep, and we're going to have Andre on engine, I think. Okay, that does look good. Strategy's strong right now, but I'm not sure if when that popped up. Consequently, I don't want to make a strategy game just for that. I'm not sure if alien strategy works great. I think it's only good. We can actually have Diane on this one. Excuse me. Get her some points. Let's see, what do we got? Media inquiry, is this a hype opportunity? No, it's not a hype opportunity. It's one of the tutorial ones. Oh right, it did however remind me that we have to do our own marketing now. And this actually looks like a good layout. So we're gonna get some hype for this one. G3 starts next year? I think it's next year. That'll be a good source of hype in the near future. Invasion's almost done. Just gotta work out the kinks. And there it goes. Slightly higher in tech like it should be. Thank God we had that extra tech person added in. I guess we wouldn't be able to do graphics version 3, or version 2. And here's graphics version 2, so I guess we might only have one game made with that engine. Let's see, you are going to research 3D graphics version 2. You are going to research... not a whole lot. Open world, I guess. Invasion coming out. This was a self-published game, so we don't have any goals to meet besides our own desire for success. A fashion game. I can honestly say I've never made a fashion game before. This will be an interesting experience. Invasion is selling okay. Not super great. Hopefully it'll get us at least in the fans so that we won't get the self-publishing penalty. Aliens and action is a great combination. Yep. Let's see. We'll have a deluxe. How do you spell deluxe? It's not working. Oh, I don't know how to spell it, so I'm not going to do it. This will just be a bigger engine. 3D graphics version 2 and open world thrown in there. Just a little bit bigger. But it's still bigger. Oh man, we're going to come in right under the fans, aren't we? Yep, we're going to be just about 1,000 away. Okay, 1.5. Invasion just wasn't quite as big a seller as I was hoping. And some training to go around. Specialized and then make me think so we can keep our research points up. You're going to try to actually raise your game design a little bit because it's way behind your tech. Let's see, and then you can go on vacation, and then we can make another game. I'll have to figure out what fashion is. I think either simulation or casual will be great for that. I kind of keep forgetting casual exists as a genre, because it doesn't work great on the computer, and it sort of fades off on the later generation large consoles. Upgrade security? Sure. Clears any security points we might have had up to this point. And you can start thinking, I hope. Maybe. I'd like it if you guys thought a little bit more. Yeah, it's our secondary stats that are really suffering this time, as far as I can tell. Except for her, who has good secondary stats and absolutely horrible primary stats. It's either one or the other with these folks. And this will spend the last of our research points. Somewhat cautious in case... Alright, I think it just rolled over. No one's available, so I can't even look at the publishing list. We'll finish up looking at the publishing list and then call it a day. Any topic, any genre, 610. Any topic, casual, 712. I think we might do a fashion casual on the Venice Oasis, of the way things are looking. Alright, that's it for today. This has been Deckard6, and I hope you enjoyed watching me panic as our funds plummeted. See you next time.